When we talk about crypto, one of the biggest promises has always been freedom. Freedom to move your money without banks, freedom to send value across borders without middlemen, freedom to be your own bank. But with freedom comes something even more important: privacy. Because what good is owning your money if every transaction you make can be tracked, traced, and analyzed by governments, corporations, or anyone with the right tools? That's why privacy coins exist. And while some people dismiss them as a niche, I think they are one of the most undervalued and overlooked corners of the crypto market heading into 2025. Especially now, when regulators are cracking down, governments are pushing CBDCs, and financial surveillance is on the rise. Privacy coins are not just speculative assets, they're a necessity. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. The top privacy coins for 2025, the projects you don't want to sleep on, because when the market wakes up to their importance, the upside could be massive. Let's start this countdown with number 8, Daro. Now, Daro is not your average privacy coin. Most privacy coins focus purely on obfuscating transactions. But Daro is building something much bigger. It's combining smart contracts with privacy. That's right, privacy-preserving smart contracts. Imagine Ethereum, but every contract interaction is completely private and anonymous. That's the vision of Daro. It uses homomorphic encryption and its own unique blockchain architecture to allow developers to build decentralized applications, where neither the code execution nor the transactions reveal any sensitive data. In a world where decentralized apps are exploding, but surveillance is everywhere, this could be a game changer. Daro is still under the radar, with a smaller community compared to giants like Monero. But it's precisely that underdog status that makes it exciting. If privacy really becomes a key issue in 2025, and developers start seeking out platforms that allow them to build privately, Daro could be a surprise winner. Sliding into number 7, we've got Firo. This coin, which used to be known as Zcoin, has been around for years, and it has constantly innovated in the field of privacy. What I love about Firo is that it's not just riding on hype. It has introduced groundbreaking technology like the Lelantus protocol, which allows for fully anonymous transactions without requiring trusted setups. In simpler terms, Firo lets you burn your coins and then redeem them later with no link to your original identity. That's real privacy. Firo also has a strong track record of pushing research forward, and it has built a loyal community that values transparency and innovation. While it may not have the same name recognition as Monero or Zcash, it's a serious player that's always been ahead of the curve in tech. Going into 2025, if the demand for privacy-focused DeFi or anonymous payment spikes, Firo could easily see a resurgence. And I think it's one of those coins that seasoned privacy advocates will keep on their radar. At number 6, we've got Beam. Beam is one of the leading projects built on the Mimblewimble protocol, which is designed for lightweight, scalable, and private transactions. Mimblewimble itself was one of the most hyped privacy innovations a few years ago, and Beam has been one of the coins to really put it into practice. What makes Beam interesting is that it isn't just about hiding transactions, it's also about usability. Beam has built features like confidential assets, which means you can create and transact with your own private tokens on top of the Beam network. It's sleek, it's modern, and the team has always focused on creating a polished product that feels user-friendly. While some privacy projects feel clunky or outdated, Beam has always felt like it's trying to bridge the gap between hardcore privacy and mainstream usability. In 2025, as we see more institutional conversations about digital assets and tokenized securities, a privacy-preserving platform like Beam could become a go-to for those who want the best of both worlds: compliance-friendly architecture, but strong privacy at its core. Number 5 is Haven Protocol, and this one is different from everything else on this list. Haven is essentially a privacy-focused offshore bank built on top of Monero's tech. It allows users to mint and hold private stablecoins like XUSD and even other synthetic assets like XGOLD or XEURO, all with Monero-level privacy baked in. Think about that for a second. A stablecoin is already powerful because it gives you price stability in crypto. But combine that with full privacy, and you've got a tool that's almost unstoppable. Havens suffered some turbulence in the past. There were challenges with exploits and community doubts, but it has survived, rebuilt, and it's still here. In a world where stablecoins are becoming the backbone of crypto, but also the main target for regulators, Havens' privacy stablecoin could become incredibly attractive. If 2025 brings more crackdowns on centralized stablecoins like USTD or USDC, Haven might end up being one of the only ways people can privately hold dollar-pegged assets. That's powerful. Now, stepping up to number 4, we've got Pirate Chain, also known by its ticker ARRR. Pirate Chain has a simple pitch. It's one of the most private cryptocurrencies in existence. Full stop. Every single transaction on Pirate Chain is shielded by default. That's not optional privacy, that's mandatory privacy. And that's an important distinction, because with coins like Zcash, you can choose between transparent or private transactions. But with Pirate Chain, everything is private, no exceptions. That makes it arguably the most uncompromising privacy coin out there. Its community loves this purity. They're pirates. After all, they want complete financial freedom. No compromise, no surveillance. The project doesn't get as much mainstream attention as Monero, but within privacy circles, it's respected for sticking to its principles. Coming in at number 3, we have Secret Network, which is a bit different from the rest. Secret isn't just about private money, it's about private data. Built as a privacy-focused smart contract platform, Secret allows developers to build decentralized applications where data remains encrypted even while it's being processed. This is a huge leap from traditional blockchains, where everything is public by default. Imagine decentralized exchanges where your orders are private, or NFT platforms where ownership details aren't exposed to the entire world. Secret Network is tackling problems that go beyond payments. It's about making the entire Web3 ecosystem more private. Sliding into number 2, we've got Zcash. Now, Zcash has been around for a long time, and it's one of the OGs of privacy. It introduced zk-SNARKs to the world, which are now one of the hottest cryptographic technologies in all of crypto. Zcash pioneered zero-knowledge proofs in a practical way, and its technology has influenced countless other projects. What makes Zcash interesting in 2025 is that it's continuing to evolve. The team has been working on Halo, a breakthrough zero-knowledge system that removes the need for trusted setups and makes ZK proofs more scalable and efficient. Zcash also has the advantage of brand recognition. It's a name that institutions know, that regulators are familiar with, and that technologists respect. While adoption has lagged compared to Monero, Zcash has the pedigree and the tech to remain a top contender. If zero-knowledge tech continues to dominate headlines in 2025, Zcash will benefit as the project that brought it all to the mainstream first. And finally, at number 1, we've got Monero. Monero is the king of privacy coins, and for good reason. It's battle-tested, it's secure, it's widely used, and it's been the standard-bearer for financial privacy in crypto for nearly a decade. Monero uses ring signatures, stealth addresses, and confidential transactions to ensure that every transaction is private by default. Unlike Zcash, there's no option to send transparent transactions. Monero is fully private, always. It has one of the most dedicated and decentralized communities in all of crypto, with constant research and development being pushed forward by contributors around the world. Monero has also survived endless attacks from regulators, exchanges, and critics who claim privacy coins are only for criminals. Despite that, it's thrived, because the truth is, privacy is a human right, and Monero provides it better than anyone else. In 2025, as surveillance ramps up and CBDCs roll out, Monero could easily cement its position as the go-to privacy coin for those who want true financial freedom. And unlike many smaller privacy projects, Monero has the liquidity, the adoption, and the network effect to actually sustain itself long-term. So that's the list 8-1, from Daro's smart contract privacy to Monero's dominance. But here's the big takeaway. Privacy isn't optional anymore. It's becoming the front line of the battle for financial freedom. In 2025, with regulation tightening, with every transaction being tracked, and with centralized entities gaining more control, privacy coins might just be the lifeline that keeps crypto true to its original vision. The market has slept on them for too long, but I don't think that's going to last. And when the world wakes up, the gains for the top privacy coins could be explosive. So don't sleep on these. Do your research, understand the technology, and if you believe in the importance of privacy, then maybe these are the coins you should be watching closely in 2025.